Thank you for joining us today. And if you haven't subscribed, we invite you to go ahead and do that. And it really helps us out greatly. But today, Remi has a very interesting topic for us. She is going to be sharing with us 5 of the world's weirdest mental diseases. Very interesting, Remi. I can't wait to hear these. I love stuff like this. So stay tuned and we will be right back. We're going to dive into this.
This is interesting because this is very different than what most people that work in the mental health field see. They're out all over the world, but they are very strange. And so some of them I have not heard of. I have not heard of them. So I know that nobody else probably, and just the average person doesn't mean anybody with these disorders. And some of them.
So these are on the extreme side then?
Very. And they are also, they can be cultural almost. That brings that. So there's a little bit of you have to understand a culture, why they might be the ones that would have this disorder.
Right.
But anyway, the first one is something called Qatar Syndrome. Qatar Syndrome is when a person suddenly, not like, they're coming on real slowly, they kind of suddenly feel that they have lived here before.
Oh, wow.
And that they had a previous life on Earth, and that they call it the walking corpse.
Oh, wow.
That
gives a visual.
It certainly does. Because when you look that up, right there in quotes is the walking corpse.
Wow.
So it's fascinating, really. And so they become, it's a disorder more than a disease. It's kind of something that comes on, and they continue to believe that they have been here before. And if they do believe that, remember, we are talking a disorder that may be a part of another disorder.
Okay.
Some of these may have a little bit of a recognition as far as like maybe schizophrenia or something like that. So any kind of psychosis. So oftentimes when people have a psychosis, they end up getting a strange syndrome. But not always. And so the Qatar is very strange, but they do believe they've been here before. And then there's one that is fascinating to me. It's called Fregoli Syndrome. I hope I'm saying delusion. I hope I'm saying it right because I didn't really learn about this in graduate school, but it's basically based kind of in paranoia. Now we know about paranoia, but this is when they believe that the people that they love in their life, their mother, their father, their husband, their kids, everybody and friends, are really not their parent. You're not my mother. You're an alien pretending to be my mother. Yes, and you can imagine the paranoia that is a paranoid delusion. It's very powerful. And especially when you think it's your friends, it's your family. It really...
Oh, the poor parents. Imagine dealing with that. I mean, it's your child is suffering from this and you love them dearly.
It can be anybody. It can be an older person.
Right.
But
for a parent, I just can't imagine that as being a parent.
I know.
That, hear this child that you love, beyond any measure, and they don't recognize you as their parent.
Well, they think you are. You look like your parent. But you have your body's been taken over.
Right, so you're not really their parent.
But you still look beautiful just like you do. And so, it's just one of those things where it's that paranoia. And paranoia is a very powerful thing. It can grow until it, and that's when things happen that don't even want to talk about. Number 3 is the Cannibal Disease.
Oh, goodness.
Or Wendigo psychosis. And this is very strange because it can be partly cultural, but it is the strong urge to eat human flesh. Now, we understand that cannibalism takes place. It doesn't take place as much as it used to. I have studied some of the history of it, and in tribes where they do that.
Right.
And of course, that causes a thing like the mad cow disease if they eat the brain matter. So, but that they do with their loved ones. They eat their loved ones when they die. That's part of the thing. So culturally, it could be part of your thing. But if this starts happening in a place where you're not hanging out with people who eat their own friends when they pass away, it's a little different.
Right.
So, if
they bring out the buffet at the funeral, that may be a key, a flag right there. They need some professional help.
And that's why I'm there. Please come with me.
Get them help immediately.
If they're looking at your neck or your arm like you're
licking their legs,
like it's a chicken wing, you better do something.
If they pull the salt out of their purse.
I know. That is really cute. That's so funny. That's right. So and
I don't mean to make fun of it, but sometimes if you can't find humor in something,
you can't deal with it.
Right.
That's one of the things about mental health. You really do have to.
Because I know it is a very real thing, so I don't mean to belittle it, but it is,
But if you work in a hospital or in mental health, you have to do it, or it becomes so sad and so horrible. You can't.
You have to find a way to cope with.
You really do. So that one is over. This next one is abulomania, and I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. I'm usually that's one of the things I am kind of good at. But this is where we take for granted that you get up and you organize your thoughts, your day, right? You decide, or you may have previously decided, but you decide what you're going to wear that day, what you're going to have for breakfast, what your day is going to look like, what you got to do, and dinner. I mean, just saying that for us.
Right.
So we have an agenda, and it is not good when you become paralyzed to the point where you can make a decision about nothing.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
They are paralyzed. They cannot do anything because they can't make a decision. And remember that I said a lot of these things live in psychosis. So, we have to understand that that's is just not a good thing. They become obsessive because they can't make a decision. And if you like a big breakfast, that could be really a problem. Because you can't think of which one do I prepare first. I would always fall back on pancakes because they're my very favorite. Anyway, there's also something called Stendhal Syndrome, and it has to do with psychosomatic illness. They have rapid heartbeat, blood pressure goes up, and it's truly weird because what it really is, it's about art. If they see a picture, they kind of go in there and live there. But it also causes anxiety. So it is very complicated, too much for us today. But it does have a real interesting story to it.
Yes, I can only imagine.
So those are the 5, and if you have any of those problems, please not text us, but go to our site and let us know, and I'll give you a buzz. Anyway, though, seriously, they like I said, they're sad, but you have to have a sense of humor.
That's right. That's right.
And we do.
Yes, we do. We certainly do.
So thank you for listening, and be sure to subscribe.
Yes, please subscribe, and we will see you guys next time.